Of course, not everything can be addressed in detail in textbook, but the way it was addressed, that is what problematic. The version we were taught was Arabs tried to invade Sindh for 2 times and the 3rd time they got succeeded. And the people of Sindh were also not very happy with the rule of Dahir, the king of Sindh. So they were kind of happy that Muhammad bin Qasim invaded there. But there is another side for the story which will make us feel proud and bad at the same time. So Al-Hajjaj, the governor of Iraq in the 7th century, was the one who badly wanted to invade India. He was someone who was known for his ruthless slaughtering of people and industrial level genocide. By the year 650, most of the parts of Egypt, Persia, Syria, Palestine and Mongolia came under the control of Arabs, not just in terms of territory but also in terms of religion. All these lands had their own indigenous culture just like we Bharathians had. But the surprising part is how easily and rapidly the conversion and conquest happened. And when I say easily, I don't mean it happened in any less cruel way. It happened in a very brutal way. And many of us are thinking that Sindh was the first place that was attacked by the invaders. That's not true. Just 5 years after the death of Prophet Muhammad, Arabs sent an army to Thane, which is in the coastal region of Maharashtra, and they got defeated so badly. Again, after a few years, they made 2 more expeditions to India, one to Bharuch, modern day Bharuch in Gujarat, and one to Debal, a port near modern day Karachi in Pakistan, and they utterly failed again. Again, after a few years, in 662 AD, one of the Arab generals, Haraz ibn Maghalabdi, volunteered to attack the land of Sindh, hoping that he would succeed where his predecessors had failed. In the first attack, he was victorious, got plundered, made captives, and distributed 1,000 heads in one day. Then he turned his attention to Kikan, a small state in the hilly region surrounded by the Polan Pass. This place was full of people from Jat community and it was directly under the administration of the Brahmin dynasty of Sindh, and they did not have any ruling chief of the state. So what happened in this battle of Kikan is totally unbelievable. A bunch of village people not only outshined a big brutal army but also defeated them in a way that the Caliph took it as a personal humiliation. I'll just read what Azim Majumdar, one of the great historians of India, had to say about this battle. The Polan Pass was protected by the brave Jats of Kikan or Kikanan. The long-drawn struggles of the Arabs with these powers marked their steady but fruitless endeavors to enter India. The hardy mountaineers of these regions, backed by the natural advantage of their hilly country, offered stubborn resistance to the conquerors of the world, and though often defeated, ever refused to yield. If there had been a history of India written without prejudices and predilections, the heroic deeds of these brave people who stemmed the tide of Islam for 2 centuries would certainly have received the recognition they so richly deserve. Haraz, the general himself, was killed in this battle and only a handful of his large army managed to go back alive. Of course, a lot of people died from Jat community also, but they managed to defeat the enemy in a way that the Arabs had a sense of insult about this battle. So for the next 20 years, every successive caliph made Kikan a special target for conquest and sent as many as 6 expeditions to Kikan. Out of those 6 expeditions, they got defeated 5 times so badly by the Kikans, but the 6th time in 680 AD, they got succeeded and Makran, a part of Sindh, was finally captured by the Arabs. While the empire was growing with each conquest in the rest of the world, here they got defeated repeatedly for 50 years in a small part of Sindh, not even the whole Bharath, just in a small part of Sindh, and it definitely left a deep mark on them, so that for next 3 decades, they did not dare to send any army against the land of Sindh.